I found these signal lights at a yard sale for like $5 for the three of them and decided to make a project out of them. Of course, they sat around the house for about 2.5 years. They originally, I believe, hung on to a regular incandescent type bulb, probably something specially made for signal lights. Not sure whether they were used as a group or whether they were used separately. My idea after restoration is to kind of use them on a group on a vertical, stacked, one, two, three, and then using LED dimmable, changeable color light bulbs behind, and perhaps putting them in like a frame box, either made of fabricated of metal or wood. Not exactly sure exactly what to do yet. As you see from the video here, I'm going to take them apart and then steel wool them, lightly sand them, and then clean them up, get rid of the grime and stuff for the paint. I'd originally gone down to a local plating outfit to check how much it would cost to plate these things in. I was thinking it was chrome or nickel, and I was aghast that they wanted $100 for these three small parts. I don't know whether they were joking with me or not, but that was far too much. So I took a trip to the local hardware store where they introduced me to some metallic type paints. I probably made the wrong choice by going with copper, but I'm thinking of redoing the project again and doing a better coat on them, and maybe going with nickel or a chrome finish. I'm going to put a link down below for supplies and things. You can check it out for brushes, metallic paints, etc., and dimmable bulbs as well. Now what I'm doing here is I'm scraping off bits of paint that were on the outside of it. Somebody dripped on it probably when they were in their basement. And then I'm taking steel wool and I'll steel off the rough rust to get rid of that. Once I've used the steel wool and a little bit of sandpaper to get away the rougher edges or the rougher parts of the finish, then I'm going to wash them. And I'm just using something really simple, just dish soap, hint, Dawn, and some clean water. And I'll just wash off the grime to get them all ready for paint. In the background, you can see that the lenses have been taken out. And right over on the left, you can't quite see it, but that's the thing that holds the signal lamp to the bulb, and they kind of hold the lens in as well. So I'm almost ready to go ahead and wash them up. While we get to washing them up and stuff, maybe you could think about what you might do if you were putting together a project like this. Would you do them in nickel, chrome, copper, and another choice of paint was bronze? I'm not going to ever going to do gold. Now what I'm doing is wiping out the inside there, and I'm going to be taking away a dent in one of them. Has a couple, well, actually two of them have dents, and that's what the butter knife there is for, is to help me take that out. I got a buddy who was in dentless paint repair, and I sort of tried to think that I could mimic his style and technique and kind of push the dents out by kind of heating up the metal by moving the knife end back and forth on it. I did not succeed, as you'll see later on in the video. So washing them off, make sure to dry them, which you're going to see that in just a second. So I bought a metallic paint. I bought a good brush when it was going through its first drying process. I didn't clean the brush well enough and it got stiff and I had to go to a lesser quality brush. It made all the difference in the world to have a better quality brush. Do not shake this type of paint. Make sure you slowly stir it from the bottom for best results. I know I don't really need to say it, but nice, clean, long strokes. Watch out for drips or pooling. That's why the good brush is really important. It is covering nicely. It hasn't even dried yet. You can see a nice sheen and shine to it, mimicking copper. Although you're never going to be fooled by it up front. But it's a pretty good look as you can see here. You can also see that I didn't succeed very well in taking out those dents. The one on the left, you can see that pretty big dent, and the one on the far right as well. I think what's wrong is I didn't roll the metal long enough with my knife end to get that kind of heated up so then I could sort of smooth it out. Maybe when I switch to going to chrome or nickel, I'll try that out again to see if I can succeed at it. So finishing off the project at the next level, purchasing the 3 LED dimmable color changing bulbs. They don't require a hub, so they're really cool. You can use them with any home device, Google, Alexa, Apple Home, to control them, and they're kind of cool. So you'll see a crude drawing in just a second about doing a kind of a box frame in which these units can sort of slip on top of the bulb. And by the way, towards the end of this video, you're going to see a plea for um, please subscribe and please give us a like. It'll really help us out. Thanks a lot.